quick shout out to my brother for giving me this little thing right here. It's actually the Joy-Con charging grip. So now I actually have that along with my original grip that you get from Nintendo that does not have a charge grip. But you know, hey, at least my brother was able to get this for me. So I got that. So that's a nice little neat thing. It's not actually in there, so don't worry. Anyway, this is July's haul, and I'm kind of impressed because the majority of this is actually not from Goodwill. It's not from Goodwill at all. As you can see, there's Amiibos there, and they really don't have Amiibos right now at Goodwill. That does not happen. So let's start out with the first thing that I actually got in June, which was Space Jam. This is odd to get slammed and then jammed with the Space Jam, alright? Because legitimately, when you look into this thing, it's just, look, this is weird. It's so 90s in every way possible. And I don't think the actual disc is good, but it for the most part, it looks like it's gonna play. And I'm well aware that the Space Jam, the game, not so great, but it's just kind of weird to have, and it's just one of those things that I saw and just like, you know what, I gotta get this. This looks so stupid. And I'm very happy that I did, if only for the fact that I see Michael Jordan in the same picture as this. It's just one of those weird, freaky things that you can only see from the 90s, and just like, oh my god. Next up, we have Sailor Moon, actually. I know this is kind of weird that I got a whole entire anime at Goodwill, but this is a rather interesting find that I found here, because Sailor Moon, still a very good anime. The original one is. Crystal did not really replace it, and for the most part, like, they all are pretty good discs. It's like only 2 discs right here, 9 and 16. I thought it was the whole thing, wasn't it? Yeah, it is. See, there we go, 1 through 8, and then we got the 9 through 16. And then this, it's the whole season. I got it at Goodwill. I got it for this price right here, the $3.99, as it were. Could you please? Focus. Yeah, there you can see, right there. It was probably originally part of Best Buy or something, considering the sticker that was right there. TV feature October 15th. Oh my goodness gracious. But it was just kind of cool to like actually find and see this. The actual discs themselves, they have some minor scratches on it, but nothing that would probably stop it from playing. And I found that really interesting to find. It was definitely a weird find, but one I'm happy for. So if I see any more anime, I can definitely tell you this right now. I'm going to pick it up at Goodwill. It's kind of my budget. Also, it's got these little cute little things right here. Just love how the DVD actually has some nice little class to it and whatnot. But yeah, this is pretty cool, right? But that was not the best thing I found at Goodwill this month. Although I will say Super Mario Galaxy was a very close second. Very, very, very close second, I will say, because Super Mario Galaxy I did not expect to find the second one, because I found the first one before. I've actually found the first one. I did pay that price for it, $4.99. It's just one of those things that you find at Goodwill, and you could tell someone donated like their whole entire video game collection, and this was one of them, obviously. So I actually sold my original Super Mario Galaxy 2 to GameStop. I rarely do that if you ever follow me and whatnot, but this is one of those times that I just like, GameStop's doing that buy 2 get 2 free sale on the PS2, and I'm just like, oh god, I need to actually do that. I was like, c'est la vie, Super Mario Galaxy 2. But now I got it for a very good price of $5. I'm so happy that I did, as you can tell right now. Look at that. Look how nice it is. I mean, it doesn't have the manual, but I already have the manual, so that's fine. Look how good that is. Look how nice and shiny that is. It's so wonderful. Trust me, you will not find that all the time at Goodwill. Most of the time, they're just really scratched out to the point where it's just like, oh no, this is bad. But for the most part, I was very happy to actually find Galaxy 2 in its condition the way that it was. And I just need to actually put in all the rest of the stuff. And I'll probably play this again at some point, because I like Galaxy 2. I really do. I don't care what people say about it being quote-unquote DLC. I thought it was great for what it was. There's the next bit right here, which is kind of like, oh wow, they actually have a lot of PS2 games at the other Goodwill. And by the other Goodwill, I mean the one that doesn't have gold colored tag sales. Unfortunately, as you can see, this one is really beat up this way, but the actual condition of the case and whatnot, not so bad. So it's just a matter of, hey, get a new PS2 case, you slug bug. And it's just, aside from that, I honestly don't remember if I have Shinobi or not. It looks in pretty good condition for the most part. Very spotty, but you know, spotty discs do play. That just means they're dirty. That's all it really means. Aside from that, I don't remember actually having Shinobi, but at the same time I do. It's one of those weird deja vu sense of things. And I'm not sure if I just lost it or what, but it's just one of those things that are just like, I'll just get it again. Why not? Why not just get this again? Just do this. Speaking of getting things again, though. Yeah, that's right. There's another Final Fantasy X. Legitimately, for one of these days, I'm going to just get all the Final Fantasy X that I have and show you that this is all true. This is not fake. This is for realsies. I got another Final Fantasy game. Final Fantasy X, I swear to you all, is like the game to find at Goodwill in terms of Final Fantasy. Like, if you're going to find any Final Fantasy game at Goodwill, it's Final Fantasy X. No other game was like that. It's so weird, it just gets so annoying, dude, because it's just like, okay, I guess. But, I do need to actually play this game. I mean, I have like 3 or 4 different copies of it on top of the HD remastered version. So, I mean, maybe it's a sign like, hey, Lost, you should play it. Hey, Lost, you should play it. But I'm still kind of like on the whole entire, like, I want to beat it in chronological order. I want to do 7, 8, and 9. And then I'll go to 10. But, things are definitely not leaning up towards that way. Gotta tell y'all, 7 is a slog. It really is. As much as people like it, just, oh my god, it takes forever. Alright, that's enough bashing for 7 though, isn't it? Then we also have this little thing, BloodRayne. BloodRayne was a pretty good find, honestly. Very good condition for what it was and everything. As you can see right here. I guess I'll go and show you the disc too, everybody, because that's what we came here for, to look at shiny little disc things, right? There you go. That's how shiny it is. It's like a little nice little thing. I just love how the cases actually like have a really good manuals to it and everything too. But these are all found at the same time at the same Goodwill and whatnot, and I was just like, you know what, these are not going to be back anytime soon. I was very sad though, because at the same time that I saw these, I also saw Punch-Out on the Wii. And for anyone that knows Punch-Out, it's going to be very expensive later on down the road, because that's a really good sequel / remake / reboot. But it was not in there. It was not in the actual case, and I was very sad about that. But, you know, to quell my woes, I actually got Shinobi, Final Fantasy X, and BloodRayne, and they're all in very good condition. I was very happy about that. So, I mean, I'll take it. I'll definitely take that. I know BloodRayne is a game that I kind of want to play too. Even though I hear it's kind of funky, but, you know, it's just one of those things where it's just like, I at least have it, you know, I have the full case and everything. And here we have the last things I found at Goodwill for this month in particular. And I gotta say, this is some of the best games. This is like the best game that I found at Goodwill so far, because it's one of those things where it's like, I didn't know I find it. And no, I'm not talking about Castlevania II, Simon's Quest. I am not talking about this one at all. Although this is pretty cool and whatnot, and I'm very glad to have it. God dang, you cannot see like the actual price is like all faded. It's $9.99. I had to pay $9.99 for both these games right here. I found them at the same time, and I knew I wasn't gonna find them again, so I was just like, screw it, I'll just get it. Because Castlevania II, Simon's Quest is still an okay game. I know Angry Video Game Nerd did a big old video about it and whatnot, but for the most part, it still works as a proper game. It's not like trying to be like menacing evil like the IGN get, like the LYN games, the Lin games or whatever. So at the very least, I got it for that, and I have actually 2, 3 for the NES now. So that's kind of crazy. I just need 1 for the NES now, and that'll complete the collection. And it'll be good. It'll be great. But yeah, I was very happy to find this. Also, what's with the weird sort of like death guy there? I swear. Alright, but the thing that I didn't know I'd find at any Goodwill was this. Now, I'm not sure if y'all could like really know what this is and whatnot, but this is actually BS Zelda Maps 1 and 2. And this is actually one of the Zelda games that we did not get in the US at all. Not at all. It's actually, BS stands for broad satellite. That does not stand for bullshit, as much as it may seem that way and whatnot. But it's a fan-made reproduction of a translated game from a broad satellite, like ROM essentially. and it's just one of those weird lost in time dealies where I could actually play this Zelda. And this Zelda is nothing special. If you do not have this Zelda, if you do not know how to play it or want to download the emulator or anything like that, you are not missing much. It is literally the first Zelda coded in Link to the Past paint. And then you get to choose a male or female avatar, and that is it. That is the major, biggest thing about it. that is all. Aside from that, it's just the same old Zelda, but just finding it here at Goodwill, which is one of those just like, what? I can't believe I'm finding this here, out of all the things to find and whatnot. And it's just one of those things I'm just so happy to actually find. And I've been noticing that I've been finding a lot of these like fan-made games, as you can see right here, is like kind of like you can focus. It says like fan-made game and everything. Oh, it's not focusing. Okay, fine, whatever. But I find a lot of these at Goodwill. They're not necessarily bootlegs. They're fan-made games, or like little ROMs and ROM hacks and whatnot that actually get ported onto actual cards so you can play them. And I just think that's the coolest deal ever and whatnot. So I'm very happy to find it. I'm very happy to have this game in my possession now, finally, and on the Super Nintendo no less, which is so weird. And I was telling my friend Skippy Sound about this game. He's like, okay, you know what? It might actually not be bad, and you might actually play it. So I don't know what's gonna happen with it, but it's gonna be cool, right? I think it is. I'm just very happy I actually found this this month, and I want to say it's the highlight, but we still have more things to go, fam. So don't worry about that. Now this next bit I'm showing you, I actually got it at a game store called A&A Games. A&A Games is over in California. I think it's in Murrieta or something like that. If you ever want to check that out, this is one of the places that I actually go to get my games and whatnot. So it's a really good place to have and whatnot, and I like it for what it is. And basically what I'm showing you here is the two manuals that I actually got from it, because sometimes they sell loose manuals, and I got both of these for $1, and I don't have the actual games with me right now, but I do have these games. I just don't have the manuals that are here. So it's very nice to actually have the manuals, and I plan to get some more of them. But it was a good find for what it was, and for someone like a collector like me, I really like having the manuals. They're just so important to me. Even if it's just scribbled down with something, I don't care. I don't give a hoot. It's cool to look at, right? Like just all the contents and everything. When they actually cared about their manuals and whatnot, you know? It's such an old relic, and I just love it so much. I was also able to get Mario Paint there for 99 cents. If I could really, like, just come on, buddy. There you go. You kind of see it, 99 cents right there. It did not come with a mouse, so that is the unfortunate thing. But I figured, hey, you know what? At the very least, I get Mario Paint. I could just buy the mouse later on down the road, because it would be easier that way instead of just getting both at the same time. Because it would be a lot harder, considering, you know, you're getting both of them at the same time. And, you know, Mario Paint is actually kind of obsolete for what it is, but I just want to get more SNES games. And to tell the truth, this is probably my biggest SNES game haul of any given month so far. But I definitely like it for what it is. But yeah, this is what I got at A&A Games. These three things. I do plan to keep going there more and more and actually get more stuff there, because they do have a lot of fancy things. But for the most part, I think it's a nice little introduction for them. They're a very humble gaming store for sure. But I like them a whole bunch. Next up, we have something I actually found at a swap meet called Illusion of Gaia. I'm sure the majority of RPG nuts out there actually know what this is. For the most part, I do not, but I got it for $18. And it's just one of those SNES games that I was like, you know what, I'll get this. It seems like it'll be a good thing at the time. And hopefully I'll be able to play it soon and whatnot. Because it does look pretty fancy and whatnot. And it's definitely one of the better RPG games out there. But it's still one of those things that are just like, oh. Just like, there's so many games that I gotta be playing. It's sad, really, that I have so many games that I've not beaten or played even, and I still need to like really get at these games to like play and beat them, because there's some people actually consider Illusion of Gaia to be like one of the better RPGs out there, and I've not even touched it. So it's gonna be a nice fancy journey for this one. But I'm very glad that I finally do own it, and I will play it soon, or sooner than later, as it were. So yeah. This next bit is what I got at Best Buy, and I'm very happy that I did get it there. As you can tell, there is Bayonetta, the Bayonetta from 2, with her awesome haircut. And I will actually get her out eventually, but for now she's stuck in this little thing. And I love her to death. She's just so gorgeous. And we also have the single player one Bayonetta, which is just as fancy in all honesty. And I'm very glad they made amiibos of this. I'm so happy that I actually got them too. This one in particular, this amiibo is actually exclusive to Best Buy. So if you weren't at Best Buy and you didn't get this thing, you have to go there to get it. But yeah, the main reason why I was actually at Best Buy, Splatoon 2. Dude, I love this game. I've actually already beat the single player campaign. It was a very fun time. And it was wonderful. It really was. Right now, it actually has arms in it, as you can see. But this is the game that's currently taking a lot of my time right now, in comparison to a lot of other games that I stream. But it was just a very nice haul that I got for this month. And one of the few games that I actually paid full price for. At least in terms of, like, I have a Best Buy reward, so this goes down a bit, and so do these. But for the most part, I was very happy with my amount that I paid. So I was very just like, yay! It was a good time had by all. This last bit is actually kind of like a sad little tale here, for a number of different reasons. But for the most part, this is what I have now. Now, as you can see here, I have Trails of Cold Steel and Pokemon Stadium. If you follow me on Instagram or anything like that, you may know that I actually got Final Fantasy, 11? The remake for it. But unfortunately, I had to trade it back in because I did not have enough money for Splatoon 2. So that is the reason why you're not seeing it here now. But I did decide to keep Trails of Cold Steel 2, and I kept Pokemon Stadium because these two are kind of hard to find. And I was very, very happy to actually get my Trails of Cold Steel 2 going on here. Yeah, it's kind of weird how it has the two, like, in between everything. But for the most part, I'm very, very glad because Trails of Cold Steel series actually one of those new RPGs that have really busted out and people love the bejeebus out of it. And I can't wait to actually play the whole series. And I do have the first one, everybody, I really do. But I decided to get this one because it was on clearance and people were going to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to buy it and take it forever. And Pokemon Stadium was just one of those games where it's just like, hey, it's Pokemon Stadium, I remember that game, I want to get it again. Because it has nice little mini games. And then really terrible first gen mechanics. It really does. First gen was terrible, but hey, you know what? Whatever. I got it. Pokemon Stadium. Yay. But as for these little bits right here, Cloud 1 and Cloud 2. Cloud 1 I actually got when my brother got the original Splatoon 2. And that was, well, rather Splatoon 2, not original. He also got another Cloud. I'm not a fan of Cloud. I am not at all, so that I didn't pre-order this bloody thing. You know, I know people are gonna love this thing in particular, and I was just like, I gotta get it. I could sell it later, and that's where I found this little baby too, because the person that pre-ordered this did not pick up their copy, and I was just like, you know what? I'll take it then. It was about a week before they actually sold it to me, but hey, I actually got both Clouds. I'm so happy about that because just like, ooh, baby, I'm gonna actually like, because I probably will actually sell these. I'm not a fan of Cloud. I'm just not. He's not a good pro tag in my opinion, but I will admit these figures and whatnot, how he looks, really cool. Just not a fan of his personal character. Give me some Bayonetta and that'd be great. Just Bayonetta just up on my face. Just, it's great. Yeah. But there we have it. That's all of July's haul, and frankly, this was a pretty good one for how much I spent on it. I did spend a lot more money than usual for these kind of hauls. As you can see with the $23 mark, like other hauls have actually been this much. I'm going to tell you that right now. But Splatoon alone was like $40, and just a lot of these were just all really expensive stuff. So this was probably like over $120 worth of stuff for the most part, but I liked what I got. And I paid a lot of money for various other things like that and whatnot. But in comparison to what I got and everything, I feel like it was a good deal for the most part. The Castlevania could have easily been cheaper, but I did get Super Mario Galaxy 2 for $5, so I'm just like, I'm not going to really complain about that. But yeah, there it is, everybody. My haul for July 2017. It was a very good thing indeed. I'm so happy.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Space Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.